Building offices means displacing the ordinary people who, despite what many people might think, do live in the capital's centre. We reported on the case of a tenement block in Charing Cross Road called Sandringham Flats. Westminster Council were emptying the block of all its tenants as a prelude, local people suspected, to having it knocked down and replaced with a commercial development. As each flat was emptied, council workmen smashed the sinks and lavatories. We asked why.
This was normal practice when one is emptying down a block in order to prevent unauthorised use. But I don't think that what has been done there will prejudice either the rehabilitation in the, what I might call the medium term, 15, 20 years, if that is what is decided to do, or the short-term use of the property by, for instance, homeless families or a recognised squatter organisation in the, say, 2 years or so that it may take for our planning committee to finally decide what's going to happen to the building. One of the prime considerations in emptying the flats was to rehouse the tenants from that flat where they wanted to be as far as possible. Now, all except 5 tenants, residential tenants, have now been rehoused, as far as I know, happily.
But for some of the tenants who have left Sandringham Flats, the change has not been happy.
I left on February the 6th, a day I'll never forget. I was terribly unhappy at having to leave, and I wasn't at all well, and I just felt I couldn't come back again, as I'm missing all the people I used to be with here. I've just met one neighbour now I haven't seen since I left, and they may have been offered better accommodation in so much as they have bathrooms and things like that, but I find so many of them are so unhappy to have been split up. And there's been a certain, not really is the word harassment, not really, but you get so desperate when they show you one flat and another, and you hear so many people have been rather afraid. They've perhaps seen 3 or 4 flats and they've been afraid, like myself. In the end, I thought, oh, I better take this one.
Well, they said that there would be a bed-sitter finished today, but that would be in Church Hall Gardens. It's Pimlico. I won't have a bedroom there. I'll have to put a bed, you know, in this. And then I said, well, what have I got to do with my bedroom furniture, which I've had since I've been married? And he just didn't take any notice.
I didn't feel at all happy about the move. Unfortunately, I'm not happy where. I'm not saying anything about the area or the people there, but I'm not terrible. Well, you can understand it, can't you? Moving to where was your life, your whole life's been spent to somewhere where you don't know anybody, and, you know, I feel quite lonely down there.
Since our report, Westminster Council has decided to rehabilitate the flats and use them as emergency accommodation for homeless families. The prospect of an office development has been put off. But of course, the people for whom that block in the heart of London was once home remain dispersed across what they regard as the outer reaches of the city.